Okay, so we're just going to go over the stroke in Illustrator CC. So the stroke has its own window dedicated to it. And if you're looking at your stroke window, you might not be seeing all of this. And if that's the case, your options are hidden. So just come to this little arrow and hit show options. And you can see you have some different choices in here to choose from. Right, but what we want to begin by saying is when we draw our objects that we can have a stroke turned on or off. All right, so and again with these programs, many times there are several ways to access the same thing. So I come on down in here and I can see that this is where my stroke is, so I can turn my stroke off if I'd like to. I can also come on in and I can change the color of my stroke. I can change the point size of my stroke. I can access this both on the stroke window. I can also access it and change it here, okay? So making it larger. I can come on in and choose from a lot of different strokes. So if I come on in right here, I can see that I have a library and that there's a lot of different kinds of strokes to work with. For instance, I could use arrows if I'd like to, and I click onto here, and these are the arrows. They don't always render the way that you might think that you'd want them to be. So let's try this one. Okay, that one's kind of cool. It turns in more like polka dots. Okay, and I can also, so you can use really any of these. You can also come in and create dashed lines. And the dashed line option is going to be a dash stroke, I should say, is going to come from the stroke window. So I click on here, dashed, and I can experiment with changing the point size of the dash, the size of the gap. The gap will be the size in between. Now, some of these will actually work. So for instance, if I come in, I can see that, oh wow, that dash will work on this stroke. But the story is that the dash will not work on all of the strokes. So for instance, I try to put it on this one and it doesn't work. So it all depends on what stroke you're working with. So there it is, an overview of the strokes, and you can also put strokes on type as well. Thanks so much.